Is Calgary's real estate market on a verge of a crash or about to explode? The latest numbers from Calgary Real Estate Board are out, and if you are making a decision of buying, selling, or investing in Calgary, you need to hear this report before making the move. Today we'll be breaking down Calgary Real Estate Board, or CREB as we know it, its January market report, a detailed analysis of where the market is headed. If you are a buyer, seller, investor, or even a real estate enthusiast, you need to know this report to make a move or just to get yourself understanding of where the market is headed. Hey guys, we are Dheer and Goel, your trusted and go-to Calgary and surrounding area realtors, and we are on a mission to equip you with all the knowledge and the deep analysis and the in-depth reviews of what is happening in the market of Calgary.
Before we get into the nitty gritty numbers, let's talk about the big picture. What is the key takeaway from this report published by CREB for the month of January 2025? The total sales dropped by 12% in the January 2025 compared to January 2024. We saw a sale of about 1,450 houses this month compared to the last year number, which is 1,650 sales in January 2024. Even though sales are down, more sellers are coming into the market with about 2,900 new listings compared to the 2,100 listings last year, which made this month a surge of about 35% of new listings in January 2025. We saw a huge jump in inventory by almost 70% listings in Calgary January 2025 compared to last year January. There is now almost 3,700 new listings in Calgary, which is more than the double from the last year number for January 2024. With the sales down, inventory more than double, and new listings rising every single month, we still have an increase of about 3% in the benchmark price, making it $583,000 for the month of January 2025.
Now let's break these numbers down by property type, be it detached homes, duplexes, apartments, or townhouses, whatever you are interested in. We are going to capture each and every single segment. Now, starting with detached home, the sales fell by almost 8%, but the new listings surged to almost 29%. So the buyers are in here for a treat in this market. But if we talk about the benchmark price, that actually increased by 7%. So the sellers are not losing because the detached home segment has a pretty much of a stable demand in here. But if we talk about the days in the market, it has increased to 37 days now. So the properties are not flying off the market as it was the case in the previous year. In the apartment segment, the sales have fallen down by 24%, whereas the new listings have increased and skyrocketed to almost 50%, the exact number being 44.5%. The benchmark price has increased by 5.5%. Despite high inventory, prices still are climbing because this being the most affordable segment right now in the market. Talking about the townhouse segment, sales have fallen by 17%, whereas the new listings have increased by 46%. The benchmark price has still increased by almost 5%. Both apartments and townhouses are one of the most affordable options in the market currently. So you will see that despite the high inventory, prices still are climbing in comparison to the detached as well as the duplex segments. Now, the last segment of duplex or semi-detached homes, as some people call it, is in for a treat as the number of sales actually increased by 22% in this segment, whereas the new listings increased by 23%. So this is the most stable segment. Now, what is driving the demand in this section? This demand has increased because of the drop in the interest rate, and people who were actually qualifying for the no condo fees townhouses are moving up as their affordability has increased by a little bit, coming into the duplex segment.
Now, what's happening in the different areas of Calgary? Let's answer your most common question by now. What is the hottest market and what is the coldest parts of Calgary to invest or buy. Let's see what was the strongest growth markets in Calgary. City Center was up by 10%, which is approximately bringing the benchmark price to $955,000. If we talk about West Calgary, it is up by almost 8% with the benchmark price of about $965,000. Now, if we look at the South Calgary, it is up by almost 9% with a benchmark price of about $725,000 since the last year. So, if you have a house in the city center, west area, or South Calgary, this might be the best chance to gain that top dollar value for your house. Now, let's look at the buyer's market area where inventory is high and the demand is low, which makes it easier for you to decide on your dream home and negotiate the best value possible within your budget. Northeast Calgary and East Calgary are both very popular in the buyer segment because they increased by 4.89% and 5.73% respectively, with a benchmark price of approximately $600,000 and $526,000. Well, now you must be thinking, what does it mean for you as a buyer or a seller? For buyers, you guys are in the best spot right now since the inventory is up, sales are down, you have less competition, which means you have more negotiation room and you have more options to choose from which one could be your dream home. Sellers, don't be demotivated. You still have a pretty good chance because the prices are still staying strong with a 3% increase, which means you can still secure a great dollar value for your house. Now, what's the key away from all these numbers and data? Luxury markets in the center and west areas are performing very well for the sellers, giving them the top dollar value. On the other hand, if you are a buyer, you can start your journey from the northeast or east quadrant of Calgary, where inventory is going higher, sales are going down, and prices are still holding up. So you can start a better real estate journey from northeast.
Now, with all this data that we have, let's try to make sense and see what we can expect in the coming months. The listings will continue to grow in the market because of the strong prices that we have in the market of Calgary. The sellers are there to take advantage of the situation and will be putting on more listings in the market. But the growth will remain gradual in the market because Calgary is still much affordable than the bigger metropolitan cities that is being compared to. Now, with the situation evolving with Trump's tariffs and the interest rate uncertainty, we can expect the market to remain the same. So the listings won't be flying off of the market as was the case in the previous time. The condo and the townhouse segments, as we discussed, are the most affordable segments and they are expected to dominate in the coming months because only of the affordability factor that we have in the market with all these uncertainties evolving.
Now, this was the Calgary real estate market update for January 2025 provided by the CREB. What should you do now with all this information and data that we just provided you? Well, buyers, you should start looking for your dream home right now when the inventory is high, you have more negotiation room, and you can stay within your budget. If the interest rates drop later this year, the competition will go high. So you must take action right now if you are looking to buy in Calgary this year. Sellers, you need to price your home strategically because buyers have more options to choose from since the inventory is high. It's very crucial to pay attention to the small details of your house, such as the cosmetic changes or the curb appeal. Also, you can expect longer days on market, but don't worry, prices are still staying strong. We hope you found this video helpful and it equipped you with all the knowledge and data you may need to buy, sell, or invest and start your real estate journey in Calgary or surrounding areas. This is Dhiren Goyal, your trusted and go-to Calgary and surrounding areas realtors. We are here at each and every step for you to guide you and help you save some money and make your journey a smooth breeze and a learning process. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and share it with somebody who might be looking to invest in Calgary or surrounding areas real estate market. If you have any questions or concerns about the report or Calgary's real estate market in general, leave them down in the comments below. We are happy to see them. If you need a personalized real estate advice, you can also book a meeting with us with the link in the description below. We'll be there at each and every step for you. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.